I don't know because it's recommended by like the banks, like IMF or whatnot, to use ISO. And then when you see all these like bank catastrophes, whatever going on, or bank runs, better yet, start seeing like, oh, all right, they probably is moving into these cryptos because XDC was built for the banks.
That's right. Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, man. Shit. I know I had been absent for a minute, but yeah, in my absence, man, that freaking bank run damn near affected what the hell I was working on, man. Shit was crazy. I had fuck around and got a job with or Facebook had brought me on or Meta, and it was a little contracting company. It wasn't directly under them, and bro, it seemed like it was the day after or 2 days after they said, all right, we're gonna go ahead and bring you on after like two or three interviews, man. Just like, damn, bro, I'm just ready to be done with this shit. It seemed like they're interested. Just bring me on. So they end up bringing me on, right? 2 days later, SBV happens. Boom. Like, I'm like, damn, this shit crazy. Like, this is what we was, preparing for. So I'm thinking like in the back of my mind, like, wow, what if this contractor company is affected by Silicon Valley Bank? And not even a day later, bro, I get that email talking about, yeah, unfortunately, we're gonna be moving on to, another candidate after he told me I was good to come in. So I had bought a plane ticket and all that, man, based on that information. And, looking at the timing, I'm pretty sure they was affected by the bank, man. And, a couple of my homeboys came forward and talking about they got laid off. So I don't know if it's a coincidence, man, but I'm pretty sure they was affected. You know what I'm saying? That shit was just
Or because they only cut or they pledge to cover deposits, you know. So it's like people that like had credit or loan and stuff like that, they taking an L. Like that's the only kill. Most people like that's just the power like FUD. The only great thing about this move is they turned the money machine back on, you know.
mm-hmm. Yes. So all that really, man, I'm not even tripping about that shit for real. I've been waiting on this shit.
They
Yeah.
over his proof Satoshi use case. Like this was the best commercial for Bitcoin ever, which we was already saying, like even right now. It's still on track to get to like 33,000, like we were saying about a month ago, even though we ain't been on it for a second. But it was like we said that. Then, like, oh, once it popped through 25, it's gonna get to that Mason number, 33. And that's when it's gonna be the real test. Like, is it gonna find liquidity to push from 33 to like mid 40s? Or is it going, you know what I'm saying, draw back and then try again?
Right. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, for sure.
Other than
Yeah.
that, if it hit 33 though, ETH gonna be damn near 2,400, you know, possibly. But I don't know, Gary. I wouldn't doubt Gary, bruh. Like one thing about the court system, bruh, is the judge is never really on your side, bruh. Like you could be thinking shit in your favor, bruh. and and that just be the judge trying to make it seem like it was fair type.
Okay. Yep. It ain't over till it's over.
You hear me? The judge will spank you and you be sick. Like I've seen it happen many times. Like you think like, oh yeah, like you start making plans on some shit just like you was saying. You hear me?
Yeah, man. That shit is crazy. I feel like in my situation, man, that was just God trying to tell me something. That it
Nah,
had to
for
be, bro.
sure.
Everything was going so good, bro. Then all of a sudden, Silicon Valley Bank insolvent, and I hear about my homeboys all day. Lost my job. Like, fuck, man. Let me check my email. Sure enough, man. They made up,
Was they
man. I can't.
publicly traded?
What was it? Computer care? I don't think so. I don't think
They
so,
should have shorted they not ass. Should have shorted they not asking for
man.
money.
Yeah, man. If I could, I would, man. I wasn't even thinking about that, man. I was on autopilot after they told me I got that shit, man. I was like, shit, man. Relieved.
Hey, fun fact. That's my first question I always ask in an interview. I always ask like the manager or whoever interviewing. I'd be like, "Yeah, is this a public company or is it a stock ticker?" Always asking, bro.
Yeah, that's okay. From now on, I'm gonna ask that for sure.
Cause then that even just let them know that you know what I'm saying? A little something, Oh, I bet I'm gonna look at what I've been doing the last semester. Because typically management get paid off of points on the shares or stocks, as bonuses. So it'd be like, oh, that should be 1-1.
Yeah. Oh shit, man. I know now. Huh, man. They need to just go ahead and just keep printing it, man. Pump these markets back up. I don't gotta worry about this shit right now. You know what I mean?
I ain't even seen what Powell said. The Powell, I only seen what Yellen say. Is Powell he's still raising the rates?
Nah, I ain't here with Powell either, but I did see Yellen's statement, and that's why the markets is de-risking right now until tomorrow. Or they was de-risking this shit, But tomorrow, that's when Powell come on. I think, pretty sure, about 95% sure he's gonna be on tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. He's Wednesday.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, man. Oh, yeah.
Yellen got the markets piped up, bruh. Yellen's got the markets. It feel like I said, it feel like COVID again. You hear me? Like in a good way this time, though, because it's like it's repeating the cycle, bro. Like, man, I don't know. I'm happy out. Oh, say hello to everybody that's joining the space. This is Men Talk, where we just discuss Web3, blockchain, and all things mental related. That's why we emphasize the words or the letters MENTAL. X, so host.
Hey, K. Peace, everybody. What's happening?
And we also talk metaverse and just anything. It be a show. Usually we try to like keep it to where if you were a teenager, like 18, 20, like basically going into college, you could watch this and like, just gain some confidence from it. So if you partake in the field anyway, you can more than welcome to join in the conversation.
And also the
And we
chat
are
is open.
streaming on. Oh yeah, the chat is open, and we're streaming on Kick, Rumble, I believe, Twitch, and Twitter. Yeah, shout out to everybody across those platforms.
Yeah, man. So what else happened? There's been a few things.
There's been so much that happened. You was around for the John Morant. We talked about John Morant.
Oh yeah. Nah, I wasn't here for that, but I was tuned into that bullshit, man. But I don't know what the hell y'all thinking
Yeah. Now that he done went through all, hey, bro. Hey, it just be like to me, the NBA be seeming like the WWF, but I think that's like another discussion. Like I think because the WWF was worth billions before basketball and stuff like that. So I think it was like they just took from Vince McMahon playbook, like we gonna just script it all out, and it's been like that for a while.
That's
People,
definitely a possibility, man. Either that or that nigga John Morant look in the mirror and see King Von, see Roy. Like you getting paid hundreds of millions, my boy. What you doing with that little ass pistol on the
with the
ground,
baby,
bro?
with the baby Glock. The crazy part is that's the same baby 9. They said Tory had to shoot the girl,
Bro.
so it's crazy because yeah. I'm like, bro, like why is y'all walking around with female baby 9?
That baby 9, bad luck, man. Shit. Hang that shit up.
That's good. But speaking of Gary though, you seen he did want to charge or he did try to call Ethereum a security the other day. I peeped that.
Yeah. You see that?
Yeah, that was
he,
nuts. But that's because he's going after staking. Like I seen, he basically tried to put Matic in that boat and a couple different things because of the staking, which I've always figured. Like technically, staking what should be a security because it's like you are doing it for an investment return. Nobody's staking for not a return. So technically, he not lying. But it's like how you said the judge said. It's like why y'all ain't been on top of that? Like that way to
Yeah. He let that shit slide the first time. Well, I mean, no, Ethereum was a proof of stake then, so I guess not. But honestly, bro, if I feel like if you're putting your money to work, if you're actually like, providing a service to people on chain, like let's say for example, providing liquidity, if if you're accepting fees to swap a token, that's a job. It's just automated. You feel me? Like I don't know if it's guaranteed because there's no guarantee they're gonna be using it to swap tokens. It's just there. You feel me? So for the people who are, I mean, I don't know. The key thing about security is guaranteed returns. There's no guarantee that you're gonna get that. You feel me? It's just I don't know. Saying that, I think that pretty much nullifies Gary Gensler's argument, for security. That is, if that's what Ethereum is doing. But I don't know if you just hold it and you're guaranteed. I mean, even supporting the network,
they're
even
saying. I'm
like
guessing because on KuCoin, what there's like there were liquidity pools, weren't they?
yeah, it still is.
Right.
Still
So I think
is.
that's more so what they're considering the security because it's like, oh, you put your money in the liquidity pool for a positive yield. At least that's what they're like you said, it's not guaranteed because the price of Ethereum fluctuates. So it's like, yeah, you might have the interest rate locked in, but that don't mean Ethereum theoretically hasn't devalued since then. So I get your argument and I definitely get their argument. And I think that's why it's like he picked exactly the staking protocols. You get what I'm saying? Because it's like the staking protocols are the closest things to current day definition of securities. Because it's like when they talk about the orange grove situation, which is like the protocol case, it's like what? Oh, they gave money to the farmer to grow oranges and then they got a yield back, but it's not guaranteed that when you gave him money for the oranges that they wouldn't get infected, that he wouldn't lose a load, that you know what I'm saying, something that may happen, or he might grow oranges, but guess what? Everybody got a whole bunch of oranges right now, so then he gotta sell his oranges for lower. So at the end of the day, they still found that as a security, and I'm thinking that's where Gary is trying to like stick his
Mm,
principles and like, nah, they gonna find that as a security because they found oranges as a security.
that makes sense. That makes sense. My thing is,
But it's like a SVB type of thing though, because if you were to tank Ethereum, bruh, it's so many like if they thought there were so many startup companies before that would be affected by like Silicon Valley Bank. You know how many startups? I mean, I don't know. They had the .com bust back in the day too, so I can't say like they really be giving a f about it. But it would do super damage if they were to like take down staking protocols.
mm-hmm, it would, and that's what I was getting at, bro. I was gonna ask you a question if like even if they are deemed a security, what about the rest of the world? They gonna stop using it?
Nah, because they not a security around the world.
Yeah. So
But it all depends, because that'd be a telltale moment as well of like, do people really give a f about America? That's like I seen earlier what Mexico's thinking about joining BRICS or something like that. Even though
yeah.
that got to be a rumor, but it's like, but I don't know because China's deep in Mexico, bro. Like I got some homies that's from over there, and in they town they got the little Amazon factories all out there and things like that. in different like Alibaba factories and stuff.
Oh wow.
Because if they
Hey.
put it in Mexico, then they avoid the whole tax and shit. Because then it's like, oh, what happened to North America? You get what I'm saying? So then they go through the border at a tax rate.
Okay, that makes sense. Why? Well, in rumor they said that the U.S. is gonna invade them based on that theory, and yeah, that would make sense. They America would see it as them they're taking money. I mean, but hey man, I'm curious.
America, I don't think Mexico will never be in a position to backdoor America, bro. Like never.
You think the U.S. is seeing it like that?
Nah, because I think it's the bankers' world. Like now, people like thanks to this event, right? Now people are starting to pay attention. Like we always say, life is monopoly, et cetera, et cetera. And it's like no, like everybody else is the puppets, but it's like the bankers really control what the climate of everything is going to be out here, like ecosystem, economic
Mm-hmm.
system, et cetera.
Right.
So it's like now people are starting to pay attention. Like, damn, my life is in the banker's hand the whole time. Like it's not in the president's hand, not in the prime minister's hand. Like all that other shit is just distractions. You know what I'm saying? Like the bankers control what the narrative is gonna be unless people decide to like do something about
Yeah, for real. That time might be coming, bro. Based on everything going
it.
on,
But
all we no, bro, go ahead.
with the economic form, like for instance, before the pandemic, they was always talking about things like simulations to the pandemic and things, right, of that nature. But now it's like they talk about more like, for instance, all those trains derailing. They don't want to call it what it is, but I'd say 9 out of 10 times that's a cyber attack in some way because all those trains is running off of cyber shit nowadays. You get what I'm saying? Like all that shit automated in a sense, even though there's
Right.
a conductor, but the travel from destination to destination, that's coordinates. So most likely that's a cyber attack that derails the trains. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's not nothing else. They're not gonna call it what they're gonna call it. And then when you see everything else occurring, you just see more variation. Like, oh, everybody does get on the internet, and you got Klaus always saying like, oh, it's gonna be a Dark Swan event or a Hackaball hack event. It's like that's just all what we building up to, you know. It's like getting everybody on the Titanic. Like that's the stage we're on now. Like everybody just boarding the Titanic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good analogy for it, for sure. Um,
Some of us gonna get on and get a lifeboat.
mm-hmm. Some of us not even gonna get on that motherfucker.
Hey, some of us not gonna get on. I'm gonna miss.
Hell no.
A lot of
Shit.
us gonna get caught on it though. You hear me? A lot, or not a lot. Hey, loved ones, better yet. I ain't gonna say a lot of
Yeah.
us, but loved ones is caught. You know,
Mhm.
it's just not being
Right.
self-aware.
Hey, bro. Okay, another question. Let's say, let's say, all these coins are deemed a security, and the shit just keeps pumping. The shit just keeps working. What does that show the United States judicial system? Because that is a very big possibility.
It's all based on trust. So it would just be saying people trust these blockchains more than they trust the United States judicial system. But people only really trust the United States judicial system because they fear the United States military. You know,
And right, and with all, yeah, okay, that's an excellent point that I didn't think of. The military, but with the banks shutting down and let's just say hypothetically, everything, all the cryptos become security, all the altcoins, and
But you got to be particular, bro, because it's not really the bank shutting down. What they're doing is they're putting the squeeze on small banks. That's why SVB went down. Like local banks, they're making everybody that has a business account, like say, like boom, rawed out, we got a business account. Instead of being with a Silicon Valley who gives loans to tech startups that want to be like in Web3, et cetera, and all that, they shut down that bank and be like, nah, you got to go bank with JP Morgan. You get what I'm saying? Or Goldman Sachs. Like, because if you go to a big bank, they're guaranteed to get bailed out or they're not going to have no, like, whatever. So that's how they shutting down banks. They're not really shutting down the bigger banks. It's an attack on all the small banks. You get what I'm saying? Because that's how you drain communities. That's how you drain wealth. You attack the small banks. That's why they had that one politician earlier in the week when he was discussing, like, oh, this was a bailout that you offered. Like, oh, would you do this same thing for a bank in Nebraska? Or is it only because the Silicon Valley Bank is connected to all these different, entities? And
right,
it's like that, and that's the part that you see the politics where it's like it's not really an attack on all of the banking infrastructure. They're just trying to get rid of those little banks that actually do give the loans to these communities. Or say if you're into the real estate in those regions, you're probably using one of those local banks. You get what I'm saying? But now they're trying to squeeze all that into Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, which is bull because all of that was already they already bank with JP Morgan and things like that. So, it's just politics, but they just getting rid of the little bank. And then that's where these blockchain is going because it's like instead of using these little banks for some of these small payments, which JP Morgan or Goldman Sachs would consider small payments, or the Federal Reserve would consider small payments, you can now use XDC or XRP or Bitcoin or Ethereum, etc. So
mm-hmm,
it's like, but that's your biggest, like your banking sector, like your people that are those type of executives. When you see like all these layoffs, that's not just your anybody. Those are like your highest earners being laid off. So that typically has a trickle down effect to the economy. Because when you got like them dudes is making millions and they eat out, you know what I'm saying, or they spend like 10,000 a week, but now they just got fired from Meta or something like that. Now they not spending 10,000 a week. That 10,000 was hotels, lunch, dinner, Uber. You know what I'm saying? All spent all around the board.
mm-hmm.
It'll be interesting to see like if this pump sustains in crypto or if the collapse in traditional, you know, ends up affecting crypto because we haven't really seen crypto decouple. This is us like our first time kind of getting the tease crypto decoupling.
Mm-hmm. I hope it ain't no tease either. I hope it's the real thing right here, cause that's definitely a catalyst, bro. And
You know
you
how trading is though. Just off of trading rules, you would always expect it to be a fake jab off the break. Like even though it's celebrity fake jab.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
You gotta do.
You
Or maybe you could say that last bear market was the fake jab. I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of people did think it was the utility bull run, but nah, it wasn't. Yeah, you're right. That the last bull run definitely might have been the fake one, and this is definitely a catalyst. Um,
I
man,
got
fuck, I
Bitcoin
lost my
running.
fucking
I
train of thought.
got Bitcoin running to like what, like 140 ish probably. Not right now, but I'm saying like during the next bull run, like after it's all said,
Mm-hmm.
I think 140 ish is the best sucker number, and then come back down to like below 100 because it's like at 140, everybody gonna be on some Bitcoin going to a million, bro.
Yeah, I think before then, for real, I think one.
At 140, everybody selling their house, whatever you hear me. You're gonna be surprised, like
Mm-hmm.
Bitcoin going to a million. That's all you're gonna hear at 140.
Hey, did you hear that cat? that said Bitcoin going to $1 million in the next 90 days?
Yeah, he's smoking both.
Yeah. Big time, bro. I mean, that's what. Okay, all right. Back to my last point, bro. You said it was it's only the small banks. You don't think it's going to
Right.
trickle to the big banks?
Nah, cause it's absorbed. It's like the drone. It's like if you trapping or something, right? And it's like, or you got a product, and it's like that's how they get you to conform, or like that's how you get mergers. You get what I'm saying? Like that's how the big banks became bigger banks or become the biggest banks. Because then now they got like think about it, all the customers from SVB now got to
Mm-hmm.
go bank with another. They got to open more accounts with JP Morgan. Like if you look up the article, they tell you like how many people then try to inquire like to now go to JP Morgan or Goldman Sachs, etc. So that's where the politics come. Because it'd be like, yeah, you can go put this money on a blockchain, but if that's the case, you might as well keep it in a bank, the small bank, because it's like if the small bank go up, you're not getting that bread back possibly, and if blockchain go up, you definitely not getting that bread back. So it's like the only safe thing is like, oh, go bank with JP Morgan. JP Morgan not going nowhere.
Okay, but what if what if people all of a sudden, now this is huge hypothetical. I don't really think this is gonna happen, but like, what if people just lose all faith in banks, period?
I think that's gonna happen.
You think it's
I don't think it's gonna happen at first. I don't think it's gonna happen at first.
okay?
My fault, man.
It's all good. Shit, man.
But yeah, that shit was the hype. Man. My fault, bro. I forgot what I was even talking about.
Nah, it's all gravy, bro. Dude. Yeah.
But shit, we got the Raw Fest coming too next month.
Oh yeah, it's lit. It's lit. What date is that?
It's actually the week of 420. Like that whole week, had like different events going. Try had shit going all day.
Hell yeah, that's
But it's
what's
like
up.
different shows. It's like the Revolt Summit type shit. Like in a sense where it's just like we got different people that do different things in the metaverse showcasing what they do, whether it be like they partake in the show that we already got going on as guests, or they do they show during like, what I'm saying, when our broadcast, open panel discussions in between and stuff like that.
Okay, that's lit. That's lit,
Usually
man.
very
So starting 420 or just that week?
just that week. I believe it starts the 19th, maybe the 18th, 19th.
18, 19. All right, bet. It's on the calendar. It's litty.
Definitely
Shit.
some performances, definitely being for all type of shit. Definitely premiere like the You Sound like all the different shows we've been talking about. Definitely try to premiere them during that. And then also she said first Friday we're gonna be having mostly everybody want to partake in it will not join this first Friday, which is like the first Friday of the month. Metaverse will just be having like, social.
Okay. That's what's up. Be locked in, bring the squad out. That'll be a nice little event. Yeah, man. Hell yeah, it seemed like Spatial added even more buttons, man. Sheesh, what we got right here? Okay. The plus is in the corner. Got the chat.
This joint done changed all the way up.
Yeah, man. Okay, I could turn into whoever I want right here. That's a good look. At least it ain't in the way. Shit. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good move. It was something. Oh yeah, bro. Do you hear about the XRP metaverse?
But it depends. If you talking about that one joint that's already out, then yeah.
Oh, I didn't know if it was already out, but I just hear people talking about buying land with this shit now. You know, I'm not sure if it's new or not, but first time I heard about it was yesterday.
It's a few of them. They got one that's like a Minecraft. They got another one that's kind of like metaverse. But I don't know if they done updated that one to look more like a game, like spatial and stuff like that, or if it still looks like a game type of shit. But I don't know, man. Them XRP blockchains, they do you dirty, bruh. Like if you get, that's the only thing about the liquidity. Like if you get in on the XRP project and then say you trading on the XRPL or some like the Sum wallet, and it's like that joint, the trading gets too like vast, like the disparity, they stop trading that pair, bruh.
Wow.
So then you just be stuck in that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hey, you're not the first person to tell me XRP Ledger was kind of faulty. You know, I didn't know they was doing all that, but yeah, man.
And you gotta put like a deposit down because it's not an exchange. So it's like cool, you put down like, oh, if you try to open up that wallet, maybe 20 XRP or something. So put down 20 XRP. But it's like that project might not never be worth 20 XRP, keep it real.
Just throw that shit down the toilet.
But it's different joints on there. Like the first joint on there was like Casino Coin. That joint mess around every bull run and do a little spurt. Is good for it. Casino Coin. You probably heard of it back in the day.
Yeah,
CSC.
Mm-hmm.
That joint got labeled a security low. I think they fighting cases too.
Don't surprise me. Shit. I'll be happy when all this shit is done with, man. Just bring back the bull run. You know what I mean? Sold a couple shirts the other day. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, bro. A lot of people fucking with the Easy Beast design. I wasn't expecting that shit. You know what I mean? Got a few models. You know what I mean? Slowly but surely coming together. Oh, and bruh, my developer is so genius. This dude found a way to split the beats like AI generated track outs. So he found a way to take out the drums, the pad, the keys, and the voice and put them all on one track. So if you use the Easy Beats platform, you're gonna be able to, basically split up your beats. Or we're gonna offer the service to split up your beats or songs and just have them for like 3 tokens. You feel me?
You
So
definitely gonna have to have an Easy Beats showcase. You know what I'm saying on a Raw Fest and break all that down. You hear me? Probably had a developer, had a whole team come in.
hell
Probably
yeah, bro.
example. Whole rollout.
And that'll be lit, man. I just, shit. I know I'll be telling everybody dates and shit, man, but this nigga always come up with something else to make this shit better, man. It's just like, I'm all for it, man. But I don't, I know people be expecting this shit to come out, man. So,
And you
it's
just
on.
give a demo at least. Hey, what you think they be doing at the convention? Sometimes at the conventions, you be looking at some shit that don't come out for 4 5 years, 10 years.
Right. Yeah, man. I'm gonna talk to him
Some of
about
the shit we using right now, they was at conventions in the '80s talking about it's gonna be an electric car.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. That's cool.
and they
Damn.
gonna have a little phone in their hand. That's how they generate the funding. That's how they generate the motion.
Hey man, well I'll be damned if we ain't on to something, man. This dude here. I'm gonna see if I can get him in here. I'm gonna see. Hold on 1 second. Let's see what he's doing because he downloaded Spatial. Let's see if he wanna
Mm.
hop in this jump. It might log me out, but I'll be right back.
It's cool. I see Kush pop there.
Yeah, what's going on, man? How's
Good
everybody?
with you, bro. Peace and blessings.
Um, peace.
We was just saying here, wrapping up men talk. For this week, we touched on the market. You got it. You trade crypto, by the way? Yeah, a little bit.
I just hold a little bit. I'm not really day trader, nothing like that. But looks like Bitcoin's about to make a move, though.
Oh yeah, it's definitely getting ready to test those Mason numbers we were saying, like 33K, and then we gonna know from there with the support, like
Yeah.
if the Masons got their back or not. We gonna know.
All right, bet we back. We back.
So, oh yeah, AK, you met Kush, right?
Yeah, Kush, what's happening, man? How you living?
I'm good, man. How are you?
All is well, bro. I can't complain. Another day on the
Yeah.
side. Shoot,
So when I
man.
came in, you
Hey,
guys were talking doing. When I came
no,
in, you
go ahead.
guys were talking about doing production.
Yeah, bro. We building this subscription platform that lets you get a certain amount of beats for like, for as low as 777 a week or like 25 a month. You feel me?
Okay.
Yeah, man. I hear you. You dropping you already dropped the NFT project, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Last weekend, but still, just pushing to keep sell out there's 197 left, so just gonna keep pushing to sell all them out, then be able to move on to the next phase.
Hell yeah. I have retweeted it, bro. Keep pushing, man. It'll be sold out
Yeah,
before you
man.
know
Drop
it.
the link in here so I can pull it up. Drop the link. My wife said we just minute one of them, I think, or some drop the link so I can pull it up and screen share.
Sure, all right.
Damn, I could go for some salmon right now, man. Shit. I'm hungry as shit.
I got the link here. I'm just gonna throw in the chat just so I remember it. Yeah, so that's the NFT. So thanks with your partnership. I mean, this will provide some utility, bring people into the community, gearing it towards people who are young Black professionals who are looking to come into the Web3 but don't know anything about it. So I'm going to tell them that they can come here to help build their community, have support for their projects. And then we also partnered with Texaglow, and they do online workshops, and they have they're building a music platform, NFT music platform. Um, so there should be some good collaborations there. And I'm also offering in spatial access to videos for um, for videos that will help build your financial literacy in Web3 and that. So yeah. Um, So far, a couple have sold, which is dope. You know, just keep that momentum going. The next phase is to have someone go on site once we raise enough money to teach the syllabus that we created. The $10,000 will support three pillars. One being the Web3 syllabus that I just mentioned, lunch program, and a scholarship program. Um, the 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 syllabus was approved already by the school principal out there, so we just need to raise the funds and head out. We're also working with Digicel, who's the data carrier in Jamaica, one of the two data carriers, so they'll be helping with fitting some of the tablets with the chips for data. And so that'll be phase two. And then phase three is once the kids know about how to create art, the next phase will be to put that up for fundraising so that we can generate funds for the data re-up. Then all yeah, so that should be dope. And then for teaching, we're looking to have the kids teach the other kids coming behind them. And so I find when you teach something, you kind of really get ingrained in it. So yeah, that's the plan right now. And yeah, we're just moving through. My next step is to I'm talking to someone now on Fiverr for infographics. So you guys will be seeing that soon. If you guys like share it, that'd be dope. Put some points up for that. And yeah, just gonna keep pushing it. If you guys have any questions, man, feel free to ask me. Don't know if any of you have been to Jamaica before.
Not yet, but I'm definitely trying to go, bro. Shoot.
Yeah, man. I recommend going into Ocho Rios if you're heading out to a tourist area. Pretty nice out there.
Now I'm trying to go to Portmore, you hear me?
Oh, I hear you.
I go to Portmore and get some real Jamaican food.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I was just thinking about some damn jerk salmon, man. Sheesh.
Yeah, that's yeah, that sounds good,
Yeah.
man. That sounds good. So
That's
what's
a
this
cool
other NFT project
project,
you
bro.
guys are talking? So what?
No, it's a cool NFT project. And
Yeah, thanks,
it's
man.
that definitely success. And we're gonna definitely push it. I'm guessing my wife probably already talked to you about Raw Fest or mentioned it. I'm guessing.
Raw Fest? Yeah, mentioned it.
All right. So we definitely gonna try to get you a slot to
Okay,
showcase.
cool. That's dope, man.
It's dope, man,
That's
being
dope.
so early in the Web3 and being able to like afford these opportunities to these youngins, like without there having to be middleman, or like just like a middle body, like how this conversation even started. People getting sued by the
Mm-hmm.
SEC and things like that, where it's like Web3 allowing us to reach directly to our base or directly to the youth or directly whoever are attempting to reach to.
Absolutely, man. I mean, I had to get some content, add content from my Instagram. I got some like kids to do just like say a few things from Nigeria and straight Bitcoin payment, man. And it was quick and done and direct. So yeah, it was pretty dope, man. And it's going directly to them, you know what I mean, or to their folks. So pretty dope. See more of that happen, I'm sure. Seeing all those banks fall and whatnot, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man, that goes back to AK's point earlier. Like, are we about to get to where you just say screw the banks? Because NFTs play a big part in that, right? Like, if you say
Hmm.
screw the banks and we go back to this barter system per se, because to say screw the banks meaning we're going back to a barter system of some sort, unless we're going to go to their social credit system, which I know I'm not for, and I know most people aren't for. So it's like we go back to this barter system, and the NFTs are like the solid base to these barter systems. I would agree.
Mm. Well, I don't know. I could see the different things playing out here. The social system I could see coming in. I also could see They talk about those centralized bank currencies. I don't know if you heard about that. The CBDCs, centralized bank digital currencies. They're
That's
talking
not
about
your
you
friend.
bringing those. Huh? What's that?
CDCs are not your friend. You better off paying the inflation tax with these fiat dollars than to get drove into the CBDCs because the plans with
Oh,
that is it's temporary money. Like they saying nobody like say the money you have in that account, it'll last for 90 days and they can airdrop you the money. It'll basically be like a new welfare system in a sense.
oh, okay. Because I heard someone say that they're looking to back it with gold.
Yeah, they're going back.
And
It's not just gold. The incentive to make other countries or nations join it is because what fiat really is backed by nothing besides like
exactly.
oil and conflict. But what they're saying, if a country was to join the digital currency base, say like in Jamaica, they got sugar and all these whatever is your natural resources there is, right? You
Hmm.
can back
Hmm.
your currency behind that good. So different places are backing their currencies by different things. Like, but it's pertaining to their natural resources or just maybe on their population.
What happens when the
And
natural resource runs out? If it does, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's
I
the
don't know.
purpose of it going to the digital currency because now they about to just it's infinite. Didn't you just see like how they like the last 3 years ain't showing you they could just make up numbers now as long as numbers keep going up.
But that's
I
the
That's
whole
mean,
the
thing that they need to get. That's the whole thing they need to get away from, though. That's why.
nah,
that's
That's
they
why
true.
the
going
fiat
right
dollar is
in.
not gonna last.
You think they're gonna stop, man? They've been doing this shit since 1971, man.
Yeah, but I hear
Right,
you.
bro.
But if you see the chart, if you ever look at the chart and see how much money they printed, it's not sustainable. Like
Oh,
that's why they keep talking about a reset.
but to the
I
Nah,
don't
the
know.
average,
That's to
CBD,
me.
yeah, but
Oh.
the reset isn't. It's pertaining of limiting people. Like if you go to the
Mm,
World Economic Forum, like
mm-hmm.
you're resetting it, but it's like you're gonna have to have, like for instance, in the last reset, right, to where the U.S. dollar, like the last reset was where the U.S. dollar surpassed the pound in essence of being the global trade currency, reserve currency, right? And at
Okay.
that moment, that came with the American credit system. You get what I'm saying? That was the
Mm-hmm.
two things that were the foundational pillars of a society that we ended up being birthed into. So now that
Mm-hmm.
system is over, and they're going into the digital one with the new variation of a credit system, which will be the social credit, which entails everything everybody's doing from driving infractions to posting on the
Mm-hmm.
internet to just everything and anything. And then
I think.
to top it off is like they're gonna limit resources. That's the whole reason of them saying,
Mm-hmm.
"Oh, resources are at a scarce route."
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like, "Oh, once you have the digital currency and you have the digital ID, and it's like, oh, you had salmon. Like, bro wants to eat salmon right now, right? He orders him some salmon, and then guess what? He'd be like, "Man, I want salmon tomorrow," and they'd be like, "Nah, you can't buy salmon 2 days in a row. You gotta leave salmon for
oh my
somebody
god,
else to get or whatever." And because the money's all digitally tied with the digital identity, is like you just stuck in a fork in the road.
Right. So
And
then
that's how
everyone
they
starts using the other cryptos like Bitcoin or Ethereum or something if
right.
it's not
But
deemed
the only
illegal.
problem is they can always like if you research the Pentagon, they always show people they have Pentagon has a whole video game they created years ago, like where they show like oh a rebellion with Bitcoin and stuff. So it's like all that type of stuff, bro.
What?
They already playing for all this. Like they already playing
Damn.
for all that.
Oh,
Bitcoin not no
I live in
rebellious act.
Bitcoin is not supposed to be a rebellious act. I didn't think so. I just thought it was a new system of barter.
I should put the power back into the people's hands.
It's not Bitcoin really puts the power into like the robot's hands, like the machine hands,
What?
because it's like
How?
that's the because with all of that, saying that, because now it's like the machines can, like, for instance, look how many blockchains are built off of these different codes. Like, people see cryptos, but these are actually codes that's building technology, building software. Like, for instance, you got AGIX, which is the software that powers the Sophie robots.
Mm.
You get what I'm saying? And that's all forked off the code. So it's like that's what it's really doing. It's just people getting acclimated to being able to be interoperable with the robots and shit that's coming out. That's why now, as you see the cryptos grow in popularity, you see the robots roll out more and more. Like, it's hand in hand.
Yeah. Do you think that Bitcoin are really and Ethereum are the real only cryptos that will be long lasting, or
Nah,
Heck
maybe
no.
XRP? No, you
nah.
think others will be long lasting as well?
It's
Heck
some
no.
solid out here, bro.
Think about it.
Some amazing
What
things.
technology? Oh yeah, you go ahead, bro.
I just don't know. I was
Oh
just
no,
wondering because some of these altcoins are so, they're really
I
long
don't know
lasting
if
enough.
it's some of these altcoins that are currently built, because that's like time and tell. But you can bet
That's
that
what I
it's
mean.
not Bitcoin and Ethereum, because it's like, think about all other technology or tech or devices where it was like internet. We had AOL and like Netscape and stuff like that. That ish ain't around no more. When it come to telephones, we had all type of cell phone companies around, Nextel, all type of stuff. That shit not around. So it's like the odds of this being around, nah. But like a coin that I do believe in is called Arc Block. If you're familiar with that, like ABT as an alt, and they like partner with AWS, Amazon Web Services, whatever. So it's like they look like they might be part of the new internet. That's like their bridge.
and look at something called Theta too, bro.
Data as well. The question is, do you think they a dog Theta out because Theta had the whole, like, earning back in the day, bro? Or you think Theta pay no mind?
I don't think so. I think Theta is actually a stock disguised as a crypto. Their technology will make video streaming more efficient and cheaper. And I feel
Right.
like video streaming ain't going nowhere. You feel me? It brings more power back into the people. It'll cut out the what is it called? The CDN. The CDN is the company that eats before the people eat. And Theta, they don't have no CDN. It's just the viewers and the person who's broadcasting. And
We about to get back on there, whole time. We got to get on there. We already on there. We might as well.
it's just not as popular yet, man. But as soon as all the Twitch and the Kick streamers really get a grasp of what Theta is doing and trying to do, then yeah, that shit gonna flood, man. And we gonna see Theta in the hundreds for sure.
So this
It
data, it's giving you what's this leveraging? You get rights to this stuff, or
Yeah, digital
I'm just
rights,
quickly
man.
looking.
Yep. They got what, 7 patents,
yeah
I think. Yeah, man. Solid tech.
yeah Theta and ArcBlock give you your rights as well. ArcBlock, like, ArcBlock is dope because it's kind of like a spatial in concept, where it's like, except it's not a spatial metaverse wise, where it's you get to build website templates if you choose. Like, you get, it's a whole bunch. It's based on NFTs. So every website you build, it's an NFT, and then the NFT can be sold. Like, say or like how you have your school website right there, right? And you take that website and you make it an NFT, and that template now could be a template for the next person that has a school somewhere, and they want to use that school website to get their message across. So they buy that NFT from you, and then you got a royalty, and then they could alter the website however they see fit, and they could sell it to somebody, and you still get your royalty. And that's what ArcBlock is offering. So it's like, you know, I see that, like, once the masses really like realizing 2 plus 2 on that, it's gonna be a big deal. But right now, being early on it, you could build a bunch of websites, You get what I'm saying? Like that should be what you're thinking. Like just build a bunch of websites that people would need. Like just common sense.
I hear that.
And then Lemon Social, you heard of Lemon Social, bro?
Nope.
AK.
No, I ain't never hear Lemon Social.
That was another streaming joint. They say people get paid Satoshis for watching you, and you get paid Satoshis for streaming. But you know, some of them joints, I know how you could really pull off the liquidity. I don't know, but I see people getting on there, so that's
That,
worth a try too.
What's it called, man?
that
Again?
Lemon Social.
Lemon. Oh, sorry. I was typing the other one.
hey, bro, that's pretty crazy. You bring that up because if I'm not mistaken, Theta has the patent to that technology. So I mean, it's worth looking into for sure.
No, for sure.
That's
But it'd be
wild.
different because everybody, like when you really building on Web3 on a decentralized web, I think that's like everybody's big FU to shit like that, where they like
Wow.
they they just they in their own world. You get what I'm saying? You on a decentralized, because to be on the true decentralized web, meaning everybody that's on there is supposed to be on a VPN. So it's not like you registering where you paying taxes at per se. You get what I'm saying? And then you conducting transactions on the blockchain. You get what I'm saying? So it's like at that point you kind of went anonymous to a degree until you want to like pull the money off, but then that's where the whole NFT collections come in because the NFTs hold value.
Mm-hmm. I gotta check that out.
That's where it was like the NFTs is the new black market. Like when we first got into crypto, you could get on, you know, and buy shit on the dark web and all that type of shit. But as they got more adopted and more exchanges picked up and things like that, what happened? The NFTs came about. You get what I'm saying? Well, first DeFi came about. You get what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Because you had to make those exchanges on DeFi because it was like you couldn't take some of those transactions to a public exchange. You'd be boo boo the fool. So then the DeFi needed the DEXs came about. And then it was like once the DEXs wanted to get their tokens listed on the exchanges, then that kind of messed up the DEXs in a way. So what people had to do, the NFTs, you get what I'm saying? People, you would see somebody saying they selling a boo boo the full rock for 200,000, but it's like you don't know what they really sold for 200,000. You get what I'm saying? And then how they leverage just the way the world works. But
Right.
I see this bull market, why Gary Gensler has been saying like, oh, staking and this, that, and the third, because it's like that's gonna be their point of attack, what they need to crack down on next, because that's like the last loophole in crypto. You get what I'm saying? Which is like the NFTs and DeFi.
Yep. Can't say I'm looking forward to that. It's time to get it while the getting is good, man.
For sure. It was like last bull run. Last bull run, the finesse was what people seen. Well, Sam Bankman really taught us something with the whole exchange. He made a whole exchange that was the but the finesse was starting the crypto coin. You know what I'm saying? Before they had all the black and white settled on what's a security, what's not a security. It was just starting the coin. But now that the smoke is starting to settle, like this Ripple case is coming in any day now and things like that, starting a coin isn't necessarily the smartest investment. You get what I'm saying? But starting the NFT collection is.
Yep. And it's a whole lot easier too.
Exactly. With your community. And then I seen what DJ Marcus J popped in. Salute, peace, and blessings. He had a block party yesterday. I missed it, but I seen the highlights from it. And I definitely was, you know, like to see what he was bringing in the spatial. I think you came from one of them other VR spaces, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Niggas might be off.
Yeah, he said he came from all space. I bet. All right. Yeah, so how long you been on Spatial? Well, you keep chatting. We'll read it. It's cool. He came from all space. So then he probably used to being in the headset less than a month. That's cool. That's cool. So was the block party your first event or? And then AK, you seen this block party spot? It's like a basketball court. Oh, it's third event. All right, cool. He working 3 events 1 month. That's dope. AK usually hosts showcase. He tries to get one in once a month. He did a block party and did a live from our radio station. All right, cool. Yeah, I've been in the radio station. I think that's like 106.8 or 108.6, I believe. I've been there or something like that. Oh, 106.8. Yeah, bet 106.8 radio for all. And that's a web or online radio station, or y'all got a physical station too? Internet. All right, dope. Well, we definitely like to have, y'all probably do a broadcast or a stream at our Raw Fest next month that we're having, you know. Everybody, it's kind of, I like to summarize it or just say in short, it's kind of like the Revolt Summit where we'll have NFT artists, we'll have regular artists, we'll have musicians, we'll have educators, we'll have all type of people just partaking and showing people what they do in and out of the metaverse, but through the metaverse. Oh, that's cool. He's streaming to the metaverse. That's cool. We streaming right now as well. So we'll definitely we said cool. But yeah, so we'll definitely link you seeing here, Mocasso and Tiny. Most likely one of them will be reaching out to you to like follow up. I just do this part right here. Following everyone in here. But yeah, AK was doing what's them joint? He was doing open ciphers in here. And then we also have a new show. We got Who Wants to Make a Mingle, which is like a single, or like I don't know how old you are, but if you from at least if you pre-2000, you remember jingles. So we got something called a mingle, which is like a metaverse single where AK produces or he uses one of his Easy Beats. He has a production company, Easy Beats, and they get to rap over it. And then we kind of had like a funny show recorded in the metaverse where that single.
Yeah, man. As soon as I get back to Cal, start running with that full throttle. Full throttle. Oh yeah, he in the chat.
He said we should definitely talk. Yeah, we'll definitely talk, bro. We'll definitely talk.
Definitely.
Our show wrapping up right about now. Actually, we're still streaming, but our show wrapping up right about now. I'm about to show y'all easybeats.com, by the way.
Yeah, we still in beta. But good things take time. I'll get some in a second.
Yeah, I'm back on my fault. I hit the wrong browser. But shit, I was showing y'all that Pentagon document push like the U.S. government always 100 steps ahead. You never doubt that much.
Oh, I know that much, man. that's for sure.
Yeah. All this stuff we be doing just be an experiment of the U.S. government for real, or the military, better yet. Really, it just be all like we just one big lab experiment to the military.
I was telling someone that they're tripping about AI, and I was like, "Yo, you realize every piece of technology you used came from the military before it reached you? Like every piece."
Used and abused. You hear? They only give it to us to see what else. It's like they figured out 999 things to do with it. They just want to see what one thing we could figure out that they ain't see. Yeah, I know. I'm about to pull up the easy beats so y'all can see about. So this easybeats.com. You want to narrate straps? Okay.
Yeah, man, my bad. Eating some food. Oh, damn, what happened? Okay, there we go. All right, buddy. So eventually, it's going to become an app right on your phone. And we have a few plans you can use to, get a certain amount of beats every month. And now we got a service that allows you to upload your track and split whatever beat you want, and get the drums, get the keys, and all the instruments on one track, so you can get a better mix for your song. And of course you could do the same with any one of those beats that you get on Easy Beats. And we got all flavors, man. Or most genres. We still uploading beats, but we got about 800 beats on there right now. This time next year, we should have, at least a few thousand. And then we got merch. We got the shirts, speakers, um, sweatpants. We got you don't like a beat, it's easy to just skip it. If you do like it, it's the heart button, and you can always go to your favorite section and pull up the beats you like.
Yeah, he was asking if you get the stems, bro. That's a definite.
Yeah,
Right?
definitely. We gonna have
Definite.
AI generated stems, and we're gonna have the stems that we upload. Now, some of the beats, they won't have the stems because some of the producers, they might not have access at the time, but you will always be able to get the AI generated stems. So you have something to work with at least.
Levels. Then if y'all see the females in the back, that's your first NFT collection right there, right, bro?
That's my first collection. That's really still in beta too. We plan on incorporating it with Easy Beats. So as soon as that's all the way done, we can start, providing some utility to the NFTs.
He said, "Do you have any DJs promoting the beats at Easy Beats?"
Um, Actually, not yet. We would love to have one though. Shoot, if you're interested, we have a referral program. So if you get people to sign up, then you can get paid as well. So yeah, absolutely.
Gotta
We,
say,
we
you
def-
got the affiliate program, right?
Say that again, bro. My bad.
I said, yeah, you do got the affiliate program, right? Yeah.
Right.
For the, with the
Yeah. Got the affiliate program. Yeah, man. If you're interested,
He said, besides the website, how are the beats being featured? Well, here's some that he got associated with his crypto chica, so he probably could show you how to do something like that. Well, you want to tell him about the crypto chicas, bro?
yeah, bro. So all the chicas you see are real women. they got things going on. You know, some have businesses selling candles and shirts. Some models and vixens, and depending on which NFT you get, you can unlock, you know, one of their perks as well as one of mine. And each one of the chicas has music playing behind it, along with some, you know, flashy artwork. And yeah, man, pretty soon you're gonna be able to unlock a certain amount of beats with them. And as far as the rights are concerned, you could pretty much do everything you want with the beats, as you have unlimited non-exclusive rights to them. So you don't actually own the beat, but you can do whatever you want with the beat.
You said I have an idea for an help or an event will help to grow multiple communities at once. Yeah, we with it.
Hell yeah, bro. That's what's up. That's music to my ears, man. Let's connect. I'm gonna drop my info in the chat. It's my Instagram right here, and then my Twitter.
And then Kush could be an affiliate too, right, bro? It's not just DJs,
Yeah,
it's just anybody that want, right?
for sure, absolutely, man. We need as many affiliates as we can get, and we gonna have some affiliate rewards too. So the person who recruit the most people, they fuck around and get a sponsorship by us.
Oh, I didn't know you guys didn't know I DJ and produce music though. So,
Hold up, cause
um,
you say you DJ and produce?
yeah.
Yeah, man, hell yeah, cause you should have been tapped in, bro.
He just told me something. I snap. I just been hearing about the school.
Man,
Yeah, man.
hell yeah.
I'm in the music NFTs. I dropped a few music NFTs. We do more of that. But I'm just kind of waiting until later. Just focusing on the project. I don't want to drop anything to kind of interfere. Like, you know what I mean? Just focus on the project for now. Do the work in the background, and then drop some stuff later this year. So working on a remix right now
Hey,
for
I
an
gotta
artist
get
from my
you
city.
on. I gotta get you on an episode of the Mingle Show as well. Who wants to make a mingle? And if you producing, we going up with that show. I think it's more of a comedy, but it's I mean people gonna be making real songs, but it's like our first single was D'Anthony Thomas. He got a song called Going Fishing,
Oh yeah. I'm
and
at to give
that song is going with a space we got coming that we built for him, where it's like he's on a boat and you can go fishing in the metaverse. So it's like the song is going fishing. And
yeah,
that
he
came
came up.
through a mental. Like, that was like our last mental for real.
He came up with that like shoot, less than 5 minutes. Yeah, man, shoot. That was crazy. That was we actually recorded that in the metaverse.
Live, we got to do a tradition. That's what I'm saying. That was like our. That's why I was trying to say we were trying to have a show that's kind of like similar to rap, excuse me, similar to Rap City as well. You know, since all y'all in the music, you know, if y'all willing to host, we got spaces, or if y'all need a space, whatever, or collaborate, where you trying to put on a network where it's kind of like the Rap City, you know.
Oh yeah.
We trying to find and going fishing right now to show our viewers and stuff. Give me a second.
That's cool. If you guys are doing hip hop, I'm bringing more. Like I don't know if you guys are into Afro beats. Uh,
Bro,
piano
good.
stuff like that.
We need Afro beats, bro.
Oh, okay,
100%
cool.
above any other genre. We need Afro beats. So yeah, let's talk, man, for sure. You got any songs you produce, bro?
Yeah, I put one in the chat that's more like an Afrobeat vibe. This guy was his name is Bex. He's from the DMV. Give me a second.
Oh, it's lit. That's where I'm at right now. You're down, Leo. All right, boy.
Yeah, so that's that in the chat. That's with Bex for the DMV. He's got a lot of stuff though. He's steady working.
For sure. Are y'all able to pull that up in here?
I'm trying to get the video. I got the audio. I'm about to find the video. Hold on. She said, hold on. You can't hear it?
I can hear it through your...
Oh, you hear it through my mic? Hold on. Hold on. I'm about to find the video.
Oh, I'm so excited. I get to go fishing today. I'm going fishing today. I'm going fishing today. I'm going fishing today. I'm going fishing today. Let me grab my phone. Let me grab my phone. Let me grab my phone. Grab my phone. Let me grab my phone. Grab my phone.
Ain't I sent you the video, Mo? I don't got the video.
You guys see that lo-fi radio space? You can go in there and showcase music as well. They're in Argentina, so when you go in there, it's international vibe. So that's pretty dope.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah. Lo-Fi, we familiar. Lo-Fi, cool people. She be coming to like every Raw event. So y'all ain't hear that audio the whole time? I couldn't get the video.
I did. I heard it through your mic. It was cool though. Man, they should let you, especially if y'all listening, y'all should let us broadcast stuff through our phone. That would be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, that's my fault, bro. I couldn't pull up the video. video. That joint on the ground.
It's all good. That joint sound like chopped cheese, bro.
Where's man?
No. I'm about to try to figure it out though. This space probably too. I probably had to play it in that spot anyway or some other spot. That spot got too much shit in it. Shit, if y'all got anything else y'all like to promote, we pretty much was closing out this show. I forgot about the stream, trying to get